last, we return. We were playing Mega Man Battle Network 5, Double Team, DS, Team Proto Man, because you can never have too many semicolons. So,
sorry. I just had a. You started the stream and I had a huge sneezing fit.
you know, that's his life. So, you might be going, Snek, what gives? You were literally doing this non-stop from Battle Network 1 till 5, and then you just stopped. Well, it's this thing called I played all the games 1 through 5, and I needed to stop for a bit. But now I'm back. I am back and ready to rock. Man.
And I'm glad, because honestly, Battle Network 5 is probably my favorite game. Not for gameplay, that probably would be 6, but in terms of story, honestly, I think that Nebula is probably the most Battle Network of Battle Network bosses, or bad guys.
You know, that's probably true. I get that. Not only is that...
I mean, it's good news, everyone. We've taken over the internet. What are you going to do with this dastardly, capability? We are going to hack into hell.
Literally.
Why? So we can, make hell on Earth. Why?
Because our founder is a nihilist who believed...
Because humans can't understand each other. Why?
Because our founder was a nihilist who believed that the heart of all humanity was darkness and betrayal.
And then it turns out that the reason why he believes all this is because his dad literally didn't hug him enough.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
That's basically the explanation we get.
And then his... Well, no, actually, it does go more into that, but I think it's funnier if we get to that point. Because it is actually pretty funny.
It's one of those things where, that sounds reductive, but in all actuality, it really isn't. It's actually pretty spot on. It's he didn't, take libertarian Jordan Peterson's advice and rescue his father from the belly of the whale. And instead...
Well, to be perfectly honest, I probably would not have rescued Dr. Regal's dad from the belly of the whale myself, because his dad's kind of a scumbag.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, I don't ordinarily say that, but I'm just saying...
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Then, I can plonk that safely right there. I mean, who would bug their customizer? Come on. What kind of amateur would do that?
I can taste purple, Lan.
Lan, I don't feel
know,
good.
There are Morlocks that live under your school, Lan. They meet with me every night and tell me deep secret truths. Lan, did you know you should marry a Morlock, Lan?
That escalated really fast. Ain't nothing.
Did it escalate, or did it go appreciably and appropriately to the appropriate level?
Given that the Morlocks live underground, I guess you could say that it was at the correct level.
I'm just saying that, having a Morlock wife would mean that she'd be handy and good with her hands and also appreciate a paleo diet. I'm just saying.
That is all true, actually. I mean, it's a little demented, but it's, he's out of line, but he's
also,
right.
I mean, you'd be... I'm just saying.
So if you're wondering why it seems like I have no idea where I'm going, it's because I have no idea where I'm going. The squirrel computer is actually specifically designed to be a bit of a maze.
Mm-hmm.
So you notice we were in Squirrel Comp 5, and that was the wrong way, and now we're in Squirrel Comp 4, and now we're going to go to one that's past 5. That's how Squirrel Comp rolls.
We are going beyond Squirrel Comp.
No. Yes. Ostensibly.
Battle Network 5, beyond Squirrel Comp. I don't get it. Oh my god. Okay, so you know that there's this guy called Mad Max. Oh, yeah! That's, you know, the thing with Furiosa. No.
No, there was that, but there was a good one.
Good job, lad.
There was a couple good ones, actually. I would argue that Beyond Thunderdome actually was pretty good. Tina Turner or no? I mean, some people say that she's kind of the one that makes it awful. I would argue that she and Master Blaster actually enhanced the situation. Just having a bunch of really ludicrous characters like that.
Give it a bit of personality, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
Now, you're testing a memory that is quite old on that topic, but I remember enjoying Beyond Thunderdome.
We can do this.
I mean, I'm one of those weirdos that actually thinks that, you know, Mel Gibson really was the only guy who could play Mad Max.
Yeah, I get that.
Having Bane play him, honestly, I mean, you know, he's a fine actor, but he's also a mite wooden, shall we say? No, what you need to do is you need to hit the cactus with lightning.
Obviously. What the heck was I thinking?
I'm gonna punch you. Counterpoint, I have a gun.
Wait, what? Ah! Wait.
Oh, nice. Man, how come you have such low HP?
I'm not actually here. I'm actually an echo.
Man, why are you just an echo?
Well, see, that's a complicated question. By that I mean,
Are you
it's
going to say
not
that we can locate another energy source from the radar room?
Well, you know, it's true though.
Or, I'm sorry, we can locate another energy source from the radar womb. Whatever a radar womb is, I mean, and I'm afraid to ask because...
Sounds terrifying. Well, don't you know, it's where the ultrasound comes from.
Oh no! Oh no!
Let's bust some virus.
Oh dear. Hello, I am a Nigerian prince. I need money in order to pay for my ultrasound from the radar womb.
The normal radar room is too expensive for him, apparently.
If you send me $6,500 million, I will double or nothing your money. Please send your credit card number and also the little number on the back.
That's how, you know, finance transactions happen, is you send someone money for an indeterminate reason, and then they'll send you double your money back just because you're such a swell person.
I mean, clearly.
So I think that the thing that's actually ended up being immensely entertaining for me is those people who will actually, like, reply to scam emails and just deliberately start antagonizing them. The internet is a wild, wild place.
I don't even really see scam emails anymore.
They're not really as prevalent as they used to be. Oh, it's a Gundel Soul chip.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Oh boy, huh? You're gonna give me a Gundel Soul chip, huh?
Let's see. Crack bomb. Oh, that thing. Okay, no, that's fine. I kind of forgot what my deck was made out of.
Could we get rid of barrier, maybe?
Because the barrier is probably to the point where it's not going to be doing us any good anymore. You're going Snek, give a built-in Gundel Soul. Why do you need Gundel Soul? Well, that way I can Gundel Soul while I Gundel Soul.
Yo, dog, I heard you like Gundel Soul, so I'll give you Gundel Soul so you can Gundel Soul. You can purify undead while purifying other undead. Because, Black Dine and the four stags of the apocalypse are not going to purify themselves, am I right?
No,
What are they talking? Oh, yeah, that's right. You haven't seen those guys yet.
Soon.
I would argue that that's the pinnacle of the Boktai trilogy.
Yeah,
Boktai.
2 is probably the best. I think that's fair to say.
Let's bust some viruses.
I mean, I like Shinbok. I like the gameplay. But here's the thing. The motorcycle segments are so bad.
They are astoundingly awful.
Good job, lad.
That, like, the improved swordplay mechanics are actively held back by, hey guys, you gotta do Battletoad sequences every new dungeon.
I hate Squirrel Comp. I remember why I wanted to take a break around this scenario, alright.
Do this.
I shouldn't laugh. It's not that funny.
It's just like this kind of pointless maze. And, like, if it wasn't GyroMan, I believe Shadow Man would be here testing us instead. But it begs the question, like, we've saved the world 4 times, not counting spin-off games. Why are people still testing us?
Is this the bit where we have to go through, not Osaka Castle? Or is that later?
I think we're coming up on that. And I forget if that's the next or the one after, but we are approaching that rapidly. In fact, the not Osaka Castle will become a bit of a hub for us because it's an external jack-in point, which will let us operate in Soul Cross at maximum power for broader searching the internet. Like, in case you guys forgot, that sun in the sky right now means we jacked in outside. And because we are jacked in outside, it also means that we are going to get more bonuses to Soul Cross in addition to the base. Like, at the end of every fight, if the sun is out like that, we actually heal a bit of health. Just for the benefit of being in the sun. Now, mind you, that determination is done in-game based on land's location, not if light is hitting the solar sensor in the Boktai 2 cartridge.
Yeah.
Crap.
We can do this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that little plus 20 that keeps appearing on my chips, that's also one of the side effects of land being in sunlight. Soul Cross is incredibly powerful. To use it to its maximum extent, land needs to be canonically outside.
As opposed to, you know, outside of canon, so he can't be in an IDW comic. Or in, you know, the Sad Am universe.
Yeah.
I am... Have you gotten any blowback on that, by the way?
I have
am
not. No one said anything, honestly.
I am legit overawed that you know, because, like, I have seen so many people who are invested in those comics, and I don't know why.
Alright, I'll stop messing around. There's just like a lot of people who got on board the Archie bandwagon and just decided, this must be canon. Even though for years Sega's been like, no, it's its own thing. It's its own alternate universe with its own alternate characters and its own alternate history. It has nothing to do with Sega Sonic canon.
No, you guys, we need Sally Acorn. We need Sally Acorn, guys. We need Sally Acorn.
No one needs Sally Acorn. Sat Am wasn't even supposed to be a Sonic the Hedgehog series. He was tacked on after the fact.
Let's bust some viruses.
Hey guys, let's have another Captain Planet. Wait, we'll sell more Captain Planet if instead of Captain Planet, Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like, this is bad. This is really, really, really bad. And you guys can
I see people who are like, I saw a bunch of people who are like, you don't understand, it was different back then. We didn't know things about Sonic. Yeah, so we were able to have a bunch of lore that is, you know, separate. And their understanding was, Sega should have taken the lore that the comics had used.
No.
And that's the way they should have proceeded. And it's like,
no. That is insufferably stupid. That is not how canon works, for starters. Like, Archie licensed Sonic and those characters. And I forget who it was, but there was a team behind the Sad Am cartoon. And they were not Sega. None of them were Sega. At any point.
It's Deke.
And
those French cartoon developers from Deke Entertainment.
And it's like, they had nothing to do with Sonic. They had nothing to do with Sonic's storylines. And, like, those who are in any way familiar with the fact that, you know, like, I mean, Sonic was always very story-light, but it was also very character-light. So, like, when they did Sonic Spinball, they kind of tried to, like, take elements from Sat Am, because there's characters who look kind of like the Freedom Fighters in Sonic Spinball, but the downside to that is you have to play Sonic Spinball.
Let's bust some viruses.
Sonic Spinball is really bad. Like, I make no apologies for that.
Is it like a pinball game, or what's up?
Kind of, but like, it was like this action platformer pinball game where you like alternated from between the pinball segments to like really clunky, badly designed platformer bits. And Sonic could like grab ledges inexplicably. And it was weird and just had a bad game feel to it. And I know that game feel is one of those things that's really difficult to describe, but like it's clunky and it's slow and it's sluggish, and it's not Sonic the Hedgehog. Curses, free stuff, my weakness.
Oh no, blue data. Oh no,
Free
oh
stuff.
no, blue data.
Let's do it, lad.
Punt. Dag.
Ah, go! Next battle chip does double damage.
I'll say. Yeah, and it's like, they wanted this broader they wanted this broader story with all this stuff and characters who, by and large, is that not a Navicast bit? Whatever. They wanted all this stuff, but the thing is, they didn't own most of those characters. Those were Deke characters, and there was nothing they could do to change that. Like, legally, those characters did not belong to Sega. And so Sega was not going to use them. They were not going to license characters who weren't theirs. It's kind of the same issue the Ninja Turtles ran into, because so many of those characters belonged to the Fred Wolf Studios. And it's like, those aren't ours. They have nothing to do with anything. And it's like, there was all the fan butthurt, where it's like, why didn't they use Bebop and Rocksteady in the movie? It's like, because they didn't own them. They had no rights to those characters. It's like, it would have been just a terrible idea to do that, for starters. And then, when you get into stuff like the weird, bad continuity story keeping of the Sonic comics, like...
Is there a spot to the right?
I believe so.
Well...
I think that was a...
Well, hold on. This is all new. So, we are just finding new data, so this means we haven't been here yet.
Yep. Oops. Forgot these guys' AI gets a little weird if there's more than one of them on the... more than two of them on the map. It's like, they get really weird and finicky in these bits.
Yeah, but they also kind of defeat themselves in that regard. They won't pass through each other.
Yep. But, like, there's character licensing, there's creative control of your own IP. There's a lot of reasons to just not bother with these characters. And then there's like this big push recently where they're like, oh my god, these characters at IDW are so good. Like, no, IDW's never been good. And after they fired the Sonic Boom staff via a tweet, I'm like, I have literally no sympathy and no reason to embrace anything they've ever done. I'm like, you can tell me up and down, that, oh no, these stories are good. That's nice, wonderful, whatever. I mean, they're probably not. But you can believe that if it makes you happy. It's like,
I mean, I've seen some of it, and a lot of it is like, when the liquid metal, villagers, got attacked by Dr. Robotnik in order to turn them into liquid metal robots, and it's like, why would Eggman ever have liquid metal? Why wouldn't he make all of his robots that? Well, it's because, the liquid metal machine virus. It's like, okay, and why is that? Well, it's because of the freedom fight. I'm like, oh, okay, see, there you go. It's because of SATAM nonsense. Okay, I got it.
Also, he did have a liquid metal robot in canon once. It was in Sonic Heroes. Metal Sonic went berserk and tried to set himself up as a new god emperor of machines. And Eggman didn't really like being locked in a prison cell on his own ship. So, yeah, he's probably not a fan of that plan.
Let's do it, lad.
Why can't I beat you? It's because you're a copy faker!
We're Sonic Heroes!
Rush 40 intensifies!
You literally never called yourselves that before today. Why are you trying to make this a thing?
Crush 40 intensifies!
Yeah, basically. Like, that is the thing that I do have to say is,
Do you get the sense that Itaku has listened to this song a lot over the years?
just a little bit. It is one of those things where it's like, Sonic Heroes, if they had just polished it a little bit, probably actually would have been remembered pretty fondly. But they didn't.
Yeah. I mean, probably.
I mean, part of that was not Sega's fault. Part of that was corporate demand.
Wasn't Sonic Heroes supposed to be only on the GameCube though? No, it's the entire thing with it.
Correct. They had just done the remasters of Sonic Adventures 1 and 2 for the GameCube. So the team was completely convinced that Sonic Heroes was going to be a GameCube exclusive. And then suddenly it wasn't. You know, surprise Pikachu face.
Wouldn't it be more? I would argue it should be surprised Miles per hour.
Surprise
face,
Tails face, yeah. Yeah,
and it's not just any surprise Tails face. It's that one.
yeah.
You know the one.
The one, yeah.
The one. Yeah.
And the thing, especially, like, actually, the real irony is, MegaMan kind of killed Archie Sonic. And that sounds really strange, but I promise there's a reason I'm saying that. One of the very last stories in Archie Sonic was a MegaMan crossover. And then they lost the rights to both. And both of those, I believe, went to IDW. And like, so yeah, the very last bit of Archie Sonic was a Mega Man story. And they used the Chaos Emeralds, both Sonic and Mega Man. And Mega Man even got like a golden super form.
Okay. Okay, Snake. I found it.
Alright.
There you go. That's the face.
Not bad, lad.
Well, naturally.
Can we have that be on the thing?
On the thumbnail?
On the thumbnail, yeah. Just have it be like Sega's face when or something like that.
It's like...
Sonic Team's face when.
Here comes land.
Why are you guys talking about Sega? Why do you guys always talk about Sega? This is a Capcom game.
I mean, those things are closer related than you might expect. Especially given that, I don't know if it, like, Sega requested it, or if Capcom just thought it would be a good idea, or what have you, but there was, Mega Man The Wily Wars on the Sega Genesis. Finally. There you are. You're a Snappy. Yep. You got it pretty quickly. No, that took about half an hour. I'll probably cut some part of that out. I'll have to give you credit. What do you guys want? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, that is why we asked.
You're gonna cut out us complaining about the current state of Sonic? Come
Well
on,
done.
man.
You satisfied? Tell us what you know about Dad. Yes, I almost forgot. What I found out is Nebula kidnapped your father in order to capture a certain thing that he has. Something my dad has. But what? Couldn't tell you. That's all I know. That's it? Yes, that's it. Hey, come on home. Roger. Lan, you have quite some technique, but you rely too much on your Navi's abilities. Not even. I do just as well even without Mega Man. What kind of thing is that to say? Our strength lies in our synergy. Mega Man, you're the best Navi I could have. Did you hear what he said? Who wouldn't get mad? It wasn't hard to cause a rip between you. It only goes to show just how far you are from being strong enough to defeat Nebula. Till we meet again. Adios. Wait. Who was that anyway? What was this thing that Dad has?
Email for you, Lan.
It's from Chad. I'll read it. Sent Protoman over to your homepage. You need to talk, so get there ASAP. I'd locked on your homepage with a security device, so you won't be able to jack in via an external terminal. Direct in directly from your own PC. Well, why are you hacking my computer, Chad? What the heck? What's Protoman want with your
I
homepage?
put in DRM.
Oh, that's a never forgive action. Can't believe you locked your homepage down without asking first. Wish I knew. Sitting here won't solve anything. Let's go to my homepage.
I added de novo to your homepage.
You have email, Lan.
But Master, how do I crack my own homepage? What the heck did you do, Lan?
That's great info about ACDC Town. Higsby's is open again after a big renovation. More chips, more gear, everything else you need, huh? Higsby himself is waiting for you.
Oh boy, Master!
Master!
Speaking of the Master.
Master. You're not Master. I'm Nanako. Welcome to Higsby's. I mean, you seem like a very nice lady, but where's Master? Master! It's an ordinary local chip shop. What a selection. Higsby really knows his chips. Well, that he does, huh? Chip trick, you want a chip. Or give you a useless one. Trading 3 to get only one is kind of risky. Yeah, you know, the 10 chip trader does tend to be a bit better. MegaMan posters and feels awkward. Poster, famous net battle shots, net now Proto Man. Proto Man's MegaMan's rival. Oh gosh, there is this weird machine here that I definitely don't know how to use, and I will definitely not cut the video here without explanation and suddenly have a bunch of really great new tools in my bag. Weird, right?
Yeah, have to,
We'll be right back. We just need to help Master with a thing real quick. See you guys.
Diamond.
And we're back. That was productive. Large cutout number man. Higsby's Navy. A door to the next room is behind it. How about Higsby's bargain bin? Sure. What do you got? Oh, this is all like early game garbage. For people with too much zenny and not enough sense. Excuse you, why are you hiding out behind the shop? Chip dealer from Netopia. Got special chips you can't get in stores. Right behind Higsby's shop? It's going crazy. Everyone wants it. I only have only one left. I'm reading here. This has to be fit or something. You can take this last chip. You're the luckiest guy in history. So you look worried about price. Zinnings are important, I understand. Usually cost 10,000. I'll get you a better deal. 2,000. Sure, why not? You got a taste. Dark Sonic! I love Ectopia. My kind of town. Yeah, I just bought a dark chip. I just bought a shady dark chip behind Higsby's chip shop. Mom, I think I'm a criminal now. Don't associate with me anymore. Oh, man.
Mom, I might be going to digital jail.
That's nice, dear.
It's a white-collar prison, though. I don't think I'm going to be assaulted.
Yeah. Proto Man, you arrived. Why did you block Land's homepage access? Come with me. All will be explained. Well, okay then. Wow, it's a warp hole here. Let's check it out. Yeah. Oh, good. You took me to a generic server comp. Even you, Magnet Man? What's going on? Magnet Man! Give it up. What? This isn't the real Magnet Man. It's only image data. Image data? So this is just Magnet Man's party battle system data. Yes. The real Magnet Man's data is analyzed and copied so that this image can be used via the party battle system. This is merely a device that contains said image data. My image data is saved inside this device as well, so you should use it to switch image data in and out. Thanks, that helps, Proto Man. No need to thank me. One more thing, Lan. This device should be protected at all costs. This is why I have security locks from your home page and created a new comp. Okay, no problem here. I mean, I'm doing this to save Dad. Good. I'm sure you'll be able to master the system in no time. Good luck! It looks like a DS. That's the joke. Let's try it out. Yeah. But we can carry any two navies with us we want. And since we literally have two options, that's what we're doing. So now we have a JRPG party. Go team.
Magnet Man is the tank.
That's
And,
true.
you know,
Email for you, Land.
Proto Man is the DPS. That means that, you know, Mega Man is the support.
Some shot, I'll read it. Nebula agents still remain in the Oran area. You need to make your way there. Oran area network is unstable. You'll not be able to jack in from Oran Isle. Go there by way of ACDC area. Nebula's group is trying to take over Oran area again. Let's hurry, Lan. Alright. It's time to use some of those new abilities that Master, magnanimously bestowed upon us. And we in no way, Our main, make your way there. Okay, that's just what he read for us. Yes, Master gave us some new handy power-ups.
That's not what happened. Oh, you're a big liar.
No, that is exactly what happened. No, that is what happened. And that is all.
Your pants. I cast Pants on Fire 3.
Oh, well, they do not appear to be on fire, so obviously I am telling the truth.
That's not how that works. I forget, does that fire a drill, or does it just go forward a couple?
You punch it and it goes 2 spaces ahead of you.
Oh, so it's basically just a... It's a slightly different sword, then. Okay.
Kind of, but it has a break property, so it punches through enemies that have armor.
Oh. Okay, that's useful, then.
Oh yeah, the drills are pretty great, actually.
Let's bust some viruses.
Bust some viruses, Lane! Speaking of people with, armor... I think it was about this point that I realized that all the areas that Nebula had captured are basically linked to each other.
Yep.
Let's bust some viruses.
That didn't occur to me earlier,
Good job, lad.
but basically, yeah, you kind of realize that they like just took over like a huge, cross section
Let's bust some viruses.
of the entire net. And instead of, like, threatening to, I don't know, ransom it or something, they're just like, yeah, we're going to just take it over. And that's it.
Yeah, that was definitely proportionate retribution. We now have my favorite chip in the entire franchise. Yes, Django SP.
Nuclear bomb versus coughing baby.
Yes, where the target is locked into a coffin and blasted into oblivion, and anyone who is standing on an adjacent panel also gets blasted into oblivion. It's also a drain-type damage, so armor is ignored for the sake of it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
It is very fun to use, especially when you get to use it on Shade Man. Because, thematic consistency. Lance, your phone. See you red in the Orion area. There are 6 remaining Nebula agents. They're hidden in Orion areas 1, 2, and 3. Find all 6 and delete them. Contact me. Good luck. Don't help or anything, boss. Let's go find the remaining Nebula agents. Roger. Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
How scary! How terrifying!
Now he isn't here. How unusual. Another curious one, eh? I don't know, I just want free stuff. I'm not a complicated nabby.
Let's do it, lad.
Let's... Yeah, this should do it. So you might notice my max HP is a tiny bit lower, and my Buster is a tiny bit more efficient. Well, Master was kind enough to give us some programs that helped, and I figured having the sword would be more preferable than having the shield in this case.
I didn't give them to you willingly. You stole them out of my machine, huh?
I don't know if you should be getting up on your high horse, Master. You had legit dark chips in your inventory there, so
As we went over in the unrecorded aspect, I have done some things and seen some stuff. I understand if a young pup like you just doesn't understand, but I have my reasons.
Yay. I found $15 from destroying viruses. That was true. I should be a very rich man. Battle image data from Magnet Man. Yeah, sure, what the heck.
Battle routine. Set. Execute.
Just for fun. We'll see how far we come.
We can do this.
Your mom's a magnet panel.
Eh. What? You're supposed to have super armor. Why did you go into an invincible state? Think means you're a cheater. Big, stinky, smelly cheater. It must be nice getting the best of both worlds. Cheater. Don't worry, I got something just for you. You're gonna love it. I don't know, I guess rolling a wood attack over a mag panel deactivates the mag panel? I don't know if I've ever noticed that before or not. Huh? Test that theory out, I guess. Yeah, I guess it does. Look at that. Okay, now's not the time, buddy. My cat wants to play too, and I'm just like, sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. Okay, Dex still needs some work for sure. But hey, we got Magnet Man's summon chip, so that's cool. But we can probably put that to good use. Speaking of needing to improve our deck, now's the chance, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Magnet Man will replace... Alright, the interface is a little... The Mark cannons are getting to the point where they're not pulling their weight as much. 3 mega chips. Oh yeah, that's right, they went way down how many you can use later in the game. Or rather, later in the franchise. Oh yeah, I thought that was a giga chip. Okay. Nah, all these are too useful right now. Sorry, Magnet Man. Alright, need to find the Nebula agents. I'm definitely good at this game.
Well, there's one of them right there.
Yeah, and we'll get to him.
Here comes land. Good job, land.
Alright, so we just need to go down is all.
Here comes land.
Yeah, cactus balls are weird viruses, but they're really not, like, unmanageable by any stretch. There we go. Where Blue Navi must have been.
Let's do it, lad.
Get rid of this guy, and now we can take care of him at our leisure. I wonder why sometimes those things bounce and sometimes they don't. Maybe fire-type enemies stop them from doing that. Hidden unlocker. Which I have, thanks to, you know, Master's generosity, but I don't feel like opening that one. After all, you know, Master is a very cool guy who will help support us on our journey.
He does help his son, yes.
Good job, Lan.
Alright, Taku, here's a fun idea to chew on. If PETs were real, would you give up your current cell phone for a PET?
How proprietary are NetNavis?
Some viruses.
Let's assume for the sake of argument that they're not. There's tons of companies that make navies. You can make your own.
I mean, yeah, probably. And I feel sorry for my NetNavi. I'm just gonna say that right now.
I mean, werewolfdomimommy.exe.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just being real. Two. Vulcan chips are okay. They're not really my go-to, though.
All right. How about you?
I mean,
Some viruses.
yeah, simply put, I probably would. I probably missed the fire guy. Oh well. Okay, now I'll deal with this pain in my butt. Ah, perfect. Ask and you shall receive.
Good job, Lan.
I made 15 bucks every time I deleted some viruses. Like, that's all I would do full time.
This makes you wonder what Zenny are based off of.
I'm assuming they're based off the yen,
Here comes Lan.
hence why I'm saying $15 and not $1,500. Honestly,
No, I meant more like what
oh, what
is
they're
it like
backed
based
by?
off of? Yes.
Well, that's why we write "In God We Trust" on them, huh?
Based.
Here comes Lan.
Based.
Hey, twerp, this is still nebulous turf. Get out of here unless you want me to delete you. Scram! Lol. Lamau.
Here comes Lan.
XD, even.
Oh,
Oh, that's harsh. I'll take care of those suspicious navies. Good for you. Way to show some initiative. I mean, you'll probably get destroyed because you're an NPC, but I mean, you know what? You're doing more than the average person around here is.
Here comes Lan.
yeah. I guess oh, is this going to be literally the case of that, like that one guy in the Harry Potter thing where he's, you know, doing wandless magic while reading a book? Well,
It turns out he's actually like a super genius at magic.
yeah. And so, you know, it's just like we got, you know, Timmy over here, you know, the super gunslinging NetNavi.
Yep, through a series of very strange coincidences, I ended up getting a collection of incredibly powerful battle chips, and You know, by stranger coincidences still, I was able to get really good, you know, PET parts and Navicust parts. So now my Navi's actually ridiculously strong, despite having the generic modification. So you're a Mega Man. If I beat you, that'll make me a big boss too. You're mine.
Maybe he, maybe, just maybe, he just likes the look of the generic Navi.
That's
And
possible.
so he just stays with that for, aesthetic purposes.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. There's people who willingly play Lalafell. I'll believe anything. Yeah, I said it. Come at me, chipmunks. You're gonna need a step stool to kick my butt. Otherwise, I'll just be punching my shins. So let me tell you about my experiences with the Femro metagame.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
When I played through the game with my first character, Aviera, I expected her to get sexually harassed her entire way through Eorzea. That did not happen, but everyone was very neutral towards her. No one really said anything good or bad about her. Then, I was like, you know what? I want to revisit the story and play through it again, but with a different character. So I made a female Rogaden. I worked really hard to make her look nice. And then it's been, like, non-stop since she hit the ground running. Everyone wants the Femro. End area is restricted to diminishing this nebula. Alright, that's how we would get to end the castle. So, I'm just saying, life is a funny thing, and oftentimes comes full of things that we just were not ready for.
Here in Neckburg.
Lasers, race cars, aeroplanes. It's
neck blur.
We've been over here. Now we need to go up to the higher level.
Mm-hmm.
Bust some viruses. Yeah. Yeah.
We're only down to a couple of them, because I want to say we've defeated 3, right?
That sounds right. I'm pretty sure we're halfway there. Whoa, chicken on a bear.
Take my hat, full bacon, I swear. Whoa, shake it on a bear.
Good job, Lan.
Have I been through here? Yes, I have. That's the elevator comp. Alright.
You know what they say, when two female chickens get to a competition and it's a draw, that's pretty lewd.
You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head at you.
Let's do it, Lan.
If you're going, golly, Snek, it sure seems like your Buster is like level 5 and everything. That's because it is. All thanks to Master's generous donation to our World Saving Fund. Which is my story, and I'm sticking to it. No one stands in the way of Nebula. Wow! Is he just irrationally angry, or does he just play, humane orcs in Warhammer?
I don't know.
The world may never know.
You know, it just begs the question when they're going to remove all that. Oh, have you heard that what they did to Wraithbone?
No.
Instead of literally making it basically solidified warp stuff, which is like souls and dreams and you know, just like solidified belief, and it's a thing that's unique to the Eldar, it's like, oh yeah, it's just like special ores. And
No.
really, just ores, huh? Just metal. Not like the stuff of dreams solidified by a very specialized caste of artisans.
No.
They,
I refuse.
It's basically the same problem I have with a lot of 3rd edition Exalted, where they try and strip like the interesting mystic aspects of things out of lore and setting, because these people are so small-minded and mid-witted that they can't comprehend like things larger than themselves.
Yeah, but actually, I don't believe in anything.
Good job,
I
lad.
am a virtueless, soulless urbanite.
Yes, you gross little goblin man. I believe you. Why don't you slink back to Reddit and complain about, you know, how the Chuds are stealing everything from you when you didn't and have never stood for anything or believed in anything ever.
Oh.
Great operator.
Great operating. Putting that one chip in and then letting it do all the work. That was a masterful
Dude.
operating.
Dude!
Bust some virus.
Oh yeah, another fun thing about drain effects is the auto break stuff. So I want these boulders out of my way. Just hitting them with Gundel Soul's enough.
I mean, that's kind of what's been going on, yes.
I don't think I actually talked about that from a mechanical standpoint. I think I just was doing it without thinking about it. Yeah, you're dead.
So what do you
get needed? Ka. Bueno.
Let's do it, lad.
Trip all body did.
Wait, I'm taking care of all the remaining Nebula agents. Let's contact Chad. I'll call him with the phone. I almost called him Chud just now because of the stupid joke you were making.
I'll call Judd Summer.
Chud-sama. I see you finished. Now go restore.
I see you finished
Just all around 3.
in the deep area.
The next
You
mission.
regained it.
Salab 3. Check
I
that
want
out.
you to go to check. Set up 3.
Can't we just enter
But Chud,
Scilab?
can't you just enter Scilab?
Yes, there is a route to Scilab area in Scilab. If we liberate the access route, we'll be inviting agents in Scilab area into Scilab. That's our blocking net access from Scilab. We'll have to use the net to liberate Scilab area. Are you getting paid every time you say the word Scilab? Because if so, I want in on that action. I'm gonna restore
No,
the
Scilab.
route 3. Check the route to Scilab
It's the
3
same-
for the next mission. That's correct.
You're saying that Batman isn't, you know. Do you think Batman is paid whenever he says Batman?
I bet he is.
Because, you know, he sure does say Batman a lot.
He does. Just
I don't know what you're talking about, I'm Batman.
It's about to say, you know, if there's good money to be made, I'm interested.
I don't know what you're talking about, I'm Batman. Who would even pay me, I'm Batman?
Well, I mean, your own corporation for starters. Given that you're,
Don't you
dealing.
Don't you literally have Batman Incorporated? I'm Batman. I feel like you're mocking me now, I'm Batman.
Good job, lad.
I mean, in essence.
What? No, no, no.
That ain't me.
No, yes.
This is the silent.
No, actually.
Hmm?
I was going to say, oh no, actually, in this instance, I think I am mocking you.
The network is blocked. Let's restore it. Fat chance. Who's that?
Chance! It's me, Glucose Man!
You know what Nebula does best? Delete pesky navies. Here he comes.
Battle routine.
No, I'm pretty sure it said here comes. Just here comes.
Yeah, I realized that after I said it. Your regret that you ever stepped foot into this area. Does being in Oran area just naturally lower people's IQ or something?
It's all the radiation of heavy metals.
Heavy metals. We're all just suffering radiation poisoning and haven't realized it yet.
God.
Those are the fast ones. I can wait. My patience far exceeds your stupidity.
Patience and exceed stupidity, lol.
I'm powered by Mark Gatha, and you are an NPC. I'll get you for this. Who would have thought we'd encounter more Nebula agents? Guess you have to stay on guard when you're on the net. Ain't that the truth? Have to keep forging ahead. Restore the network. Roger. You got clearance, Clarence. Man, network restoration.
Star Vector, Victor.
Time to enter Scilab area. Roger.
Who's Roger?
He's talking to me.